Hello, so welcomes back everyone. Wolf here, bringing you even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Yevrà here, my Sith apprentice. And we have arrived on the world of Dromund Kaas after the interesting events that transpired on board the Black Talon. We are here to make rendezvous with Lord Zash at the Citadel within Kaas City. But we have to make our way there on foot. First things first, of course, we need to get checked in at arrivals here. So we have fellow Sith joining us.
Quiet, bodyguard. Save your hissing for your own kind. As for you, slave, Darth Scotia is passing. Best get out of his way.
You sent that weakling apprentice to kill me.
It looks like I didn't try hard enough. I won't make the same mistake twice. Give your master a message for me. My eye is on her, and I know. Tell her that. I know what she's trying to do here on Dromund Kaas. You and your master have gotten this far, but it ends here, slave. I alone have the key. Tell her that. You and your master have no future on Dromund Kaas or in the Sith Order. Tell her that. Now, get out of my way.
What do you think? Can you eat him?
Johnny Bradais, uns in Freistobnajal.
Ha! Fools!
How interesting. So that was Darth Scotia who sent his apprentice and his lackeys to stop us at the Sith Academy. It's interesting that while he is verbally warning us, his apprentices were here to tell us not to come to Dromund Kaas. And now that we're here, he's not stopping us from being on this world. Again, it may be another test, and we've proven ourselves so far. But, no matter the case, Dromund Kaas. It has been a few months since we've been here last, with Vader, my Imperial agent. I do so enjoy my time on this world.
Care to take a look at our ordnance? For the Empire.
Indeed. We actually have a bit of mail. Forgot all about that, actually. From an acolyte Shinos. I apologize for sending you this message uninvited, my lord. I only do so to fulfill my bargain with the Hermit of the Tomb, the one called Spindral. He said that I could only leave his sight alive if I passed along this, his final gift for the one who will shape fates, both future and ancient. Those were his words. His exact words. I had to be exact. Interesting. And we were sent a gift of another stimulant. We will happily take anything that will give us any edge here.
Inubis nu dad Lakemans Andnan ele Sarisuns.
The land of glorious shadow. Yeah, we'll have to keep our wits about us here on Dromund Kaas, especially amongst the other Sith. Darth Scotia has already happily tried to remind us of our place. Or what our place was, at the very least. Oh, we might as well take this stimulant. As you notice, we have been level synced down to level 17 once again. You're going to see that quite often on the worlds we visit. So, map. This is the entirety of Dromund Kaas. We do need to reach Kaas City and the citadel beyond the city itself. But the jungle paths to Kaas City are treacherous. Normally when you would first arrive here, you would not be able to make use of the Imperial transport service droids. The route would be deemed too dangerous. Now, we could make use of the service droid now. They've changed that with the latest some of the later expansions. But, no matter. We have Commander Rylan here wishing to have a word. Oh, before we speak to him, actually. Again, we have another heroic mission terminal here. We'll take one of the missions. In fact, before we even go anywhere, we're sure to have the Codex entry on Dromund Kaas. Indeed we do. Dromund Kaas is the capital of the Sith Empire, founded a millennium ago in the aftermath of the Great Hyperspace War. Since then, the sleek metropolis of Kaas City has grown into a symbol of imperial power, towering over the surrounding jungle and looming dark against the stormy skies. The military and the Sith have authority here, under the eye of the Emperor himself. Aside from the wildlife, the greatest threats are internal. Slave revolts, feuding Sith lords and the like. Planetary defenses are formidable, as the Empire still remembers its defeat and exile long ago. Indeed, at the end of the Great Hyperspace War, if I'm remembering correctly, the Republic went out of its way to almost completely genocide the pure-blooded Sith, and most of the Sith are dark side Force users. Which is why nowadays, or in the movies and such, as time moves on, a lot of Jedi just believe the Sith couldn't return after they've been wiped out. Also, you have the, was it the Rule of Two set by Bane, of course. But that's something that's going to happen in the future. Either way.
I'm Commander Rylan, my lord. I apologize for my abruptness, but I'm afraid I must request assistance with an emergency. Something is stirring up the jungle beasts, which makes the route between here and Kaas City hazardous. Several individuals traveling on foot have disappeared. I've even had reports of jungle beasts attacking speeders.
Sounds like you need some help.
Given the circumstances, I believe someone of your abilities is precisely what's needed. I dispatched 2 commando teams into the jungle to clear out the beasts, but they never returned. An emergency holo message came through from one of the team leaders. I'll play it for you.
Repeat. Landing beacons are emitting some kind of energy. Power surges are driving the beasts mad. Can't get close enough to reroute power. Lost my team. Beasts closing in. Need reinforced. Ah!
Sensors confirm unusual energy readings in the jungle. The spaceport's landing beacons appear to be the cause.
How could landing beacons affect the creatures?
If a beacon's energy signature has been altered, the sonic frequency could be extremely disruptive to a creature's nervous system. I hesitate to ask, my lord, but if you reroute power on those landing beacons, the Empire will be most grateful. I'll track your progress from here. Return when you're done. Good luck. The jungle predators are fierce.
Again, as you can discover, even this commander in the Imperial military is very careful with his words. And we're getting a lot of my lord thrown around, despite only being an apprentice to a Lord of the Sith. But yes, we have 3 landing beacons here. And someone's been playing around with them. We have a bonus to deal with 6 of the jungle predators while following the path here and dealing with these landing beacons. Of course, sending Kelmin first. As we mentioned while doing the flashpoint, the idea is to use this mountain of muscle, our servant, to play the perfect distraction, when really our opponent should be focusing on the smaller Sith who commands him. Perfect. That's the 3 landing beacons dealt with. We're gonna head up this way beyond the elite Gundark Life Taker. While we have all of the datacrons here on Dromund Kaas, I do believe there may be 1 or 2 matrix shards that we can still gather. I can't recall where the matrix shards happen to be. Not offhand, anyway. But we'll check the locations of the various datacrons. And if nothing else, we'll at least show off where they're located. Yeah, so beyond the Gundark Life Taker, looks like we have... Which one would that be? The Presence datacron, most likely. most datacrons nowadays will be increasing your character's mastery, which is the primary attribute that dedicates how much damage or how much healing you perform. Though, of course, there is endurance, which is how much health you have, how much health regeneration you are given. Presence is how effective your companions are. Mastery is the main one I want to talk about. Mastery used to be split into 4 different attributes, each one corresponding with a different class. So you would have strength, which would benefit Sith warriors and Jedi Knights. You would have cunning for Imperial agents and smugglers. You would have aim for troopers and bounty hunters. And finally, you would have willpower, Jedi consulars, and Sith Inquisitors. For example, bounty hunters and Jedi Knights, or Jedi Guardians at least, can both wear heavy armor. But you may find a bit of heavy armor which has strength, or it used to have strength to it. Therefore, it wouldn't be of any benefit really, apart from the armor bonus, to a bounty hunter or a trooper. It'd be better worn by a Jedi Guardian.
Welcome back, my lord. Sensors indicate you rerouted power to all the landing beacons. Analysis indicates they were deliberately sabotaged to drive the jungle beasts insane. I am transmitting a full report to Kaas City. Please accept this and my deepest gratitude, my lord. I bid you good day.
You are very welcome.
Always a pleasure to see you, my lord.
Of course, they've made things simpler now. As I say, all 4 of those attributes are now combined into mastery. But it's nice to reminisce on some of the old versions of the game. We have some sort of checkpoint set up here. Hello, soldier.
A guard post in the jungle. Keeping something out or in?
Out, my lord. When the speeders were pulled off the line, people started braving the deeper jungle, trying to make it to Kaas City on foot. Had a few deaths, some of them VIPs. Captain Tolto sent us to keep people out and poke around a bit, see what's out there.
I'm dying of suspense. Really.
We managed to take some data readings, even some hollows. Big nasty critters out there, nothing to mess with. Our runner, unfortunately, is down a leg from the experience. If you're headed back towards the spaceport, could you give the observation disc to Captain Tolto?
I suppose I have the time.
Appreciate it. The sooner he knows what's going on, the sooner we can warn people.
So this is why you normally wouldn't be able to take a speeder directly to Kaas City. Because of the deep jungle and the nasty critters, which are becoming a bit more hostile. Perhaps due to the landing beacons, who's to say?
I have a report for you, Captain. It seems there are monsters in the jungle.
Thank you, my lord. You do us all a great honor by taking notice of our problems. This is what I needed. I'll start moving to warn everyone off that path until we can get some full cleanup squads. Eventually, we'll have to get out there and clear out the jungles. For now, we can keep people away.
Indeed. We have to be very careful with our dialogues options sometimes. As a Sith warrior and a Sith Inquisitor, there are various ways you can play these Sith characters. Some of them are quite mad with their power. We are not really at that point, shall we say. We are certainly power hungry, but we're not allowing it to cloud our judgment. At the moment, at least. Now, while we were at the spaceport, we did pick up one of the heroic missions. We could have left it until another checkpoint beyond the deeper jungle, but we may as well do it here. The feared Mandalorian Craig has issued a challenge to anyone who dares. Defeat him and win both credits and glory. It is said he has a camp somewhere within the Kaas Jungle Valley. Find him and his Mandalorians and answer his challenge. And we'll gain quite a fair bit of experience. We're starting to get the tarnished armor set. So, we'll see what we gain as a reward. We have to draw out and defeat Craig himself and 8 of his Mandalorians. And here's the Mandalorian camp. It's warning us we are in a heroic area, so the chances of encountering enemies of increased danger is high here. But this is why we have Kel. To play a distraction and a meat shield all in one. Seems plenty of Sith have answered the challenge. I think all these Mandalorians are considered elite enemies as well. I was wondering where the force storm was coming from. Oh. One of our fellow Sith lost their lives in answering the challenge. And so Craig falls. Let us continue onwards to the next checkpoint. This is Outpost Tempest. And if you wished, you could pick up the personal challenge heroic from the Twi'lek bounty hunter here. What we can do is we'll take a break here. We're about halfway to Kaas City right now, but there are still a fair few quests available to us on the final path north to Kaas City itself. And I would like to look into them, but again, I would like to take my time. So we'll take a break here, and when we come back, we'll continue our journey to meet with Lord Zash. Thank you all for joining us once again with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.